Welcome back, everybody. It's been a while since I last posted a video. I ended up moving for my PhD, so I'm no longer in Edmonton, but I still am going to be working in the Brazeau. That's actually what my PhD is going to be focusing on, that and the Dinosaur Formation. So don't worry about not seeing what we're going to be finding out in the mountains anymore. This video takes place a couple days after the last one. We end up going back to the same area and find another bone bed not too far away from the first one. A couple other surprises, but we didn't find as much as I had originally hoped. So please do enjoy. Also hit the subscribe button. It will help us out a lot. And hit the like button too. Enjoy. Morning, everyone. We're slowly making our way. Yeah, we're filming now. We're slowly making our way through the bush where I left off myself a couple days ago now. For us, we got Nathan and Henry joining us today. We're just trying to find a way back down to where I left off with that last bone bed. Lots of potential sites. We're going to be going through the middle of the formation again, where the last two bone beds were found. So hopefully we'll find other spots and more than just hadrosaurs. So yeah, let's see how it goes. We'll catch up with you in a little bit. So I got them looking for some of the bones that I found last time that we were here, just because they've never been to the Brazeau. And so they're currently searching. They found one of them so far. Now they're just looking for the other one. But it's pretty tricky to find, so if they don't find it, it's no problem. As I've mentioned before, the bone here weathers very similarly in color to the rock, so it's hard to find. But let's see if they've got it yet. Any thoughts so far?
That's the first one I could find.
Whereabouts? Yeah, that's the bone. So it's the thin,
right in here?
Yeah, it's the thin sheet through here, and then it kind of curves down underneath here.
So what is it?
I don't know. It's flat bone. It could be like, it could be part of a scapula or
one of the first bones I prepped in the Dino Lab was flat bone question mark.
Yeah.
I never got it out.
Essentially, that's the same in this case. At the moment, it's a flat bone question mark.
Cool.
But it could be, it's thin enough that it could be like a small individual ilium or cranial bone, like the jugal. Yeah. Or a chunk of quadratojugal, or this quadrate or something like that. Yeah.
This is some dark bone out here.
What's that?
Dark bone out here, it's hard to differentiate it from the rocks.
Yeah. And then this is the other one. So this is the femur in through here. And that's the surface, it's been broken up. And then this is the other end. And it sits on like that. So it goes in pretty far. But there's a bit of bone up here. This is the fourth trochanter in here. So it's big hadrosaur femur. It's actually looking, is this the other end? No, this is just sandstone. We'll head down to the bone bed and show them that site where all that surface bone came off of by the river. So, all right. Croc's working out okay so far? Okay.
The focus is waders aren't that bad once you actually get into the water.
Yeah. Okay.
I might just
Yeah.
Look like you're walking through a river at like skin tight waders. Sorry. Like great thigh definition.
Yeah. And then when you try to bend your legs, you can't move. So we're on our way to the bone bed that's slightly beside us. And Nathan looked down into the river and found two chunks of limb bone that were attached or that stuck together. Looked like a big chunk of humerus and possibly radius or something like that. And so we're just checking out this black shale, which is really cool. And there's bone in it everywhere, there's tendon in it everywhere. And to give you the size of this animal, this nodule is a single dorsal vertebra. There's zygapophysis, transverse process. Yeah, so the bone's pretty hefty. It's big hadrosaur, enormous hadrosaur. So yeah, this is an interesting site, and it's really close to that other bone bed, which is curious. And both of them are in black shale. Yeah, this is really good. And for Nathan's first time out looking for bone, he's found a sweet spot. Yeah, it looks like there's another nodule with something else in it up there too. So this is cool. Yeah, well done. I'm very happy. Now you have to carry all the surface collect for the entire day. So, this is why you didn't have to bring your like bivy sack and your sleeping bag and everything else for a day hike. It's okay. So yeah, so far so good. We'll keep looking around and then we'll come back to you in a bit. So just backed away from the two sites here so you guys can get a better idea of what's kind of happening, which is really cool for us. But you can see where Henry's scrambling up in his Crocs to that big vertebra up there. That's the site that Nathan just found. To the right, over here, is the site that I found on Tuesday when I was out. So there's two bone beds within, about 5 meters of each other. They're likely both the same animal, but it's exciting. Hey, we're now, I don't know, maybe 400, 300 meters from those two hadrosaur sites. We're just kind of going through this nice big rockfall area, and just came across a chunk of sandstone. And I'm not 100% confident that it's what we think it might be. But this chunk of sandstone appears to have a footprint on it, and so this is the bottom face. This is the erosional surface that was in contact with the mudstone below it. But we think that might be a footprint. I'm not quite sure. Through here, so 1 lobe, 2 lobe, 3 lobe. But we're semi-confident, and with that long middle digit could indicate that it's Tyrannosaur with the size of it. So I'm not too sure. I'm gonna taking photos of it. I'll send it up to somebody that kind of deals with footprints more often. See if that's what it is. If it is, that's really cool. It would be the first theropod footprints from the formation. So yeah, we'll see what it is. I'm happy about it. Very happy about it. It's turning into a nice day. It's turning into a great day for fossils too. Let's see, maybe we'll find another block that's rolled over like that, and find another one to help confirm that this is something. So we didn't end up finding much after that footprint. We found one other bone. We walked for, I don't know, how long has it been since the footprint? A couple hours. Yeah, so there's a section where the middle Brazeau just repeated and repeated and repeated. And we hit these big sandstones over and over and over and over again. And yeah, we walked hour and a half, 2 hours. So the only other thing that we found was a fragment of bone that was in the sandstone under about 15 centimeters of water at the top of like a set of rapids. And we could have maybe gotten it out with a big pry bar, but we weren't going to worry about it. Yeah, we had a really good start of the day with Nathan's site. A couple bits and pieces of bone here and there in that footprint thing. Other than that, that was it. He's almost done putting on his boots, and the Crocs were starting to get a little bit, putting a little bit of wear and tear on his feet, but seemed to be trucking through pretty well. I don't know if I could have done Crocs for the day, but
I don't have the style to pull off Crocs
I don't.
for 5 to 6 hours.
Yeah, absolutely not.